Title 28 U.S.C. 1330 states that the United States District Court has to grant permission for the suit to be pursued once the court has been supplied sufficient proof that the United States citizen is actually a corporate entity, like Sears, Walmart, Kmart. And before they go to district court, they have to go to the Department of State, and even bring a suit against you, you have to be contacted by the Department of State. So if you haven't been contacted by the Department of State, or the federal court system hasn't sent you any paper declaring you're a corporate entity, like Walmart, Sears, or Kmart's, the state court has no jurisdiction over you, meaning that they can't even bring you in the courtroom because they took an oath, and the oath that they took turned them into foreigners. And the only way a foreigner can bring you into court, they have to go through the Department of State and through the district court, which is the federal court. Title 28 U.S.C. 1608, I have absolute immunity as a corporation. July 27, 1868, 15 Statutes at Large, Chapter 249, Section 1, Acts concerning American citizens in a foreign state. Expiration is what is broken when jurisdiction is demanded, and it's not met with an answer. You see, these is USC codes. When you say, hey, do you got the jurisdiction over me and can you prove it to me? The court case is over. They don't have a leg to stand on because you did not submit yourself to their jurisdiction. And every time you go to the court, you always state everything for the record so it can be on the record. I would like to state for the record, can you provide me with proof of jurisdiction that you have over me? Can you provide me the paperwork that you got from the Department of State? Can you provide me the paperwork that you got from the district court stating that I am a corporation? Under Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 12b-6, the prosecution has failed to provide adequate proof that the parties involved in this situation are actually corporate entities. I have proven ample proof that the prosecution and other agents are actually corporations. 1950 81st Congress investigated the Lawyers Guild and determined that the Bar Association is founded and ran by communists. Under definition. Thus, any elected official that is a member of the bar will only be loyal to the bar and not the people. All your judges, your prosecuting attorneys, your lawyers, and your attorneys, district attorneys, they're all a part of the Bar Association. And the bar is loyal to the bar instead of the people. And we, the people, is under the Constitution. So they're trying to overturn the Constitution by committing communism right in court, right in your face, but you don't see it. People, we need to start standing up and getting these people locked up. We got to press the issue on the law in the court, and the bailiff in that courtroom should lock these people up once they know that laws has been performed. The Supremacy Clause, Article 6, Clause 2. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or the laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. The senators and the representatives before mentioned and the members of several states, legislatures, and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. And the Constitution that they're supposed to be supporting is actually the Constitution of the Republic of 1787. That's what they're supposed to be supporting, but they're not, because they're finding ways out of it. Like when they get you in the court and have you sign a waiver form, you waive your rights to go under the Constitution, and then you decide to go under the statutes, ordinances, and codes, which is man-made, which it has 60 million. How can you escape 60 million statutes, ordinances, and codes when the Constitution only has 28 amendments? I think I do a lot better under the 28 than 60 million. Okay, back to the law. Civil means contract in Latin. The Uniform Commercial Code encompasses contract law, and it's an international treaty, and the treaty has not been broken. The U.S. Constitution encompasses the UCC. And the UCC, people, believe it or not, is laws straight out of the Bible. The Constitution comes straight out of the Bible. That's why in Matthew chapter 5, it says either God is your government or government is your God. People, we got to get this thing together, because the Creator gave us the dominion. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 through 28, we have the dominion. Dominion means the right to rule, the power to rule as king, self-governed, We better get it together, man, because we're falling apart. We need to stand up and get our rights back. As a citizen, you don't have rights, you have privileges. As a sovereign, you have the right under the Constitution to travel up and down the highways and byways. You don't have to have a license. A license is used for commercial use only. And if you're not operating commercially, like driving a cab or a bus, you don't need them.